How y'all doing? I'm back at it again. Got back on it. Watching. Starting a garden is like starting a business. And I'm back out here with these flowers, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful. You know. Hey, remember we recycling, reducing, reusing. So eventually, I'm gonna start pulling some of these things out of these containers, and I'm gonna put them in like their individual like soil pots, or if not soil pots, just another container. You know what I'm saying? So they're just individually for themselves. But as far as anything, like I said, we're back at it. But I did want to elaborate on some things. I know a lot of you guys wonder why I don't water on Saturday. Saturday is the Sabbath day. It's the real true Sabbath day, not Sunday. Saturday is the real true Saturday. It's this real Sabbath day. So really, you're not supposed to do no labor, no work on Saturday. You're not even supposed to cook your meals. You're supposed to pre-cook everything on Friday, and then eat everything. From you preparing everything Friday. So, like I said, look that up, and I think that's in Deuteronomy. It talks a lot about that. If not Deuteronomy, it's Numbers. But yeah, look into it. And yes, we do still live off of the Old Testament stuff. Just because we live in the New Testament era, we everything is based off of the Old Testaments. Jesus says all the time, "Follow my Father's commands." That's all he says. Follow my Father's commands. So always remember that, y'all. But I just want to clarify that up, and if some people just didn't understand why I didn't water on Saturdays, that's one of the reasons why. But other than that, let's get back to this garden. Like I said, we watering. We gotta make sure everything gets enough water flow. I don't want to give it too much water, but I always try my best to fill them up. And then let them just run down. You know. But yeah, that's that. So, like I said, I'm gonna get to watering this, and hey, you guys just keep checking in and learning. Keep learning and growing. Hey, remember, you can do it if you can start a garden, you can run a business. For real, it's the same thing. Like you gotta be persistent on this, just like you gotta be persistent on your job. And your job is your work, is your business. You know, find out new ways how to do certain things. It's communicating, talking to people, asking for advice. How do you do this? How do you make yourself grow like this? That's the same thing with business. The same exact thing. Ask people for help. And people are actually willing to help you. And if they ain't, go to the next person. Don't sit there and just dwell like, oh man, they ain't even trying to tell me how to do it. Nah, go to somebody else. Somebody else is more than willing to help you. And don't look past the small people. Just because they got a little scale business, that don't mean that they're not doing big things or on their way to be doing big things. I always remember a lot of people look past small people. You know what I'm saying? They little skill. I'm trying to grow. Okay, that's good. You know what I'm saying? But they methods, for them starting out, they're doing good. So always remember that. Never look past a small man. Hey, everybody's equal. All right. I know I said a little more than average, but hey, like I said, life is all about learning. Make sure y'all learn and y'all grow. All right. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Thank you for chiming in today. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. In a minute.